Welcome, Deborah here with About Redlands, and we're taking a behind-the-scenes tour today of Olive and Citrus, which I want to point out is quite cleverly named, as it literally sits on the corner of Olive Avenue and Citrus Avenue, downtown Redlands. It is a historic landmark. It's across gables, 1.5 story, with some craftsman elements as we can see outside. It was the Heritage Hall, or I guess is referred to as the Heritage Hall, if I can say that fast 3 times, also known as the Seventh-day Adventist Church, built in 1922. It has had several owners over the years. Prior to Olive and Citrus, it was a events and wedding facility. So let's go inside.
Space and a lot of potential. I liked its location. You know, in a part of town that wasn't so active yet.
Right.
It felt very kind of underutilized, and it was like an opportunity actually to do something for Redlands, the city. Just not just have a restaurant, but actually to create, to improve on the city. Really.
Oh yeah,
And,
create art. I mean, I refer to this place
because
as
places
just
like this create community also, right? And then makes people more engaged and active.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's how it came about. It was available. Had like a lot of elements of craftsman style. So I really want to keep it authentic. I don't want to create a kitschy restaurant. Have something that could be here forever, classic and beautiful.
Okay.
And copper is a big, as far as like outside craftsman.
Tell me about. Did you design these? Help design
No,
these?
those are actually interpretation of he's like a craftsman who lives in Vermont and did a few restaurants in the Bay Area, and I really liked his style. I called on him to build me these lamps. Unfortunately, I was not able to do more than 6 of them. These are the ones over there on the wall.
I see. Okay.
And then he was physically unable to continue. So I had to look locally for someone to continue. So I gave him designs reminiscent of the other artists' work, and he built on them.
Okay, so you're saying that the ones that are on the wall over there were by one artist, and then these up here, and
these and the one over there, over the bar here.
Okay, those were.
Of them, I mean, the bulk of it was done locally by craftsmen.
Okay, they're beautiful. Absolutely.
It was a lot of work because we had to actually create these copper sculptures into light fixtures.
Oh wow!
And then structurally integrate them into the building.
Okay, and then all of this here is so beautiful. Anything? And then also this glass here is so beautiful.
It was a fun project, really, like having to deal with different trades. The woodworker, the glass worker, the plumber, the electrician.
So was it a relatively smooth process, or were there a few struggles?
Nothing like this is ever smooth.
Right.
Nothing like this ever, especially when you have a budget, and restraints and complications from a lot of things. You're relying on people, not on just one person, a lot of people, so that creates even more stress and complication.
Okay.
I mean, you could say that you can expect something like that when you're doing something that big, and your vision is bigger than your pocket.
Right. And there's nothing in here. I mean, if everyone can look at this, this is not low budget. This is all custom, beautiful. So I guess the struggles in working with, because you had to work with the city and the Historical Society, correct?
Yes.
Is that a challenge?
Actually, the Historical Society was not a challenge. They were awesome. They were appreciative. They didn't cause us any problems or issue whatsoever. The city, I don't know. I think the city is following the books.
Right. Well, as they should.
And are they difficult? I don't know. I mean, maybe not.
Right. Yeah. I just think.
In the end, they want something built right and something that makes sense to the city. So I cannot fault them for that. They could have make it easier for sure, but
right.
In retrospect, it's done.
It's done. It's beautiful.
Let's go. Let's roll.
Let's go and look at the kitchen, because I understand that this kitchen is the largest in Redlands outside of the country club. Is that correct?
Oh, I don't know that.
Someone told me that. Well, it's certainly the most unique. So if you can maybe point out some of the features that you have here.
Actually, this space here, when I looked at the building, this space itself was what made me want to like build it more than anything else because I imagined the kitchen here.
Oh,
To me, all of a sudden, it seemed like wow, what a beautiful place to have people working and enjoy themselves. It's becoming like a raison d'être for them to be here.
Right. So
Um,
you have obviously a wood burning
Yeah.
oven.
It was also like initial idea to have all the cooking done with firewood. So we had this over.
Oh wow.
This is like a custom built wood grill that was done for us. This is a French oven. Actually, it came in parts and was built in Arizona and then shipped to
Oh,
us.
okay.
Those are like the hardest thing to actually install because of their weight.
Oh, I can imagine. It doesn't look like what nothing in here looks ordinary.
Yeah, the kitchen, I mean, the windows made it like, wow, it's a great place to actually be working. Most kitchens are like dungeons. There's
Yes.
no window, no
Oh,
natural
yeah.
light.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how like people can cook with love without windows.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Well, it's quite beautiful, and it is very large. I did hear that it is one of the largest in Redlands, but definitely very unique. Okay, let's move over this direction without me giving people a headache. So I have to ask, what do you want people when they come here? What do you want them to experience or leave?
This is something we talk about a lot. You know, I mean, when I enjoy myself the most when I'm playing host, and usually it happens at my house and previously at the restaurant. You know, and I wanted to continue that kind of tradition here. People come here and have a great time. Feel like they are part of us, but this is actually their place, their
Right,
home.
like this is home, right?
And this is actually my goal to get there and maintain it there and come here and you feel like this is your favorite place. This
Right.
is it. I mean, you cannot, you know, this is a place that you recognize as yours.
Right.
And make friends here, make new friends here, new associations.
Okay.
Live, love.
Yeah, I
eat,
love it.
as Paul Jackson
Yes,
said.
I know. It all
Live, love.
goes together, right? Yeah. Is there anybody in particular that you want to give a shout out to, or somebody that was really meaningful in helping you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people helped me along the way. First, my brother, for sure. Like, without him, I couldn't have started it. Then a few members of the community like came out and helped us also during the construction. And then, of course, Paul was instrumental in maintaining and keeping this going on. Without him, it would not happen, for
Right.
sure. Because at some point, like, we need more, and he was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I could see why he was interested in wanting to.
Yeah, thank God. He believed in the vision. Thank you.
Yes, no kidding, huh? Okay, so the menu.
Yeah.
Tell us just a little bit about the menu. It is a seasonal menu.
Yeah, we like, instead of changing the menu drastically every few weeks, we kind of change it as we go along. At this point, it's much easier for us to do it this way, but I foresee in the future becoming more of a, where we can change it every 3-4 weeks, like have a
Okay.
different menu. We're still like in our beginning stages. We're still training our staff, and we want them to get more and more comfortable, and they're getting there. Eventually, once we are more comfortable in our structure, be able to be even more like changing,
Right,
whatever
yeah.
the word is. Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, the idea is bring the best ingredient, very simple, and let them express themselves with minimum intervention, really. Because in the end, this is what you relate to, like delicious food,
Right,
nothing else, delicious
right.
food. I mean, creativity is one thing, but authenticity is even more.
Oh,
to me,
sure,
you know, like
yes.
it's the bite in your mouth that matters.
Right. Yeah, that's true. If it's really beautiful
Yeah.
and doesn't taste very good, I guess it.
You eat with your eyes for sure, but
Right.
you need that.
Right. Your favorite
satisfaction.
thing on the menu? What is it?
Oh my God. I don't know. I like spicy food.
Okay.
Just give me anything I add spice to that.
Okay.
I like
Isn't
that.
there a whole fish?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, that's probably one of my favorites.
Okay, so
that
describe that.
actually expresses simplicity at its best. Like the whole fish is a Mediterranean sea bass. We get it wild from the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
We stuff it with lemon, rosemary, season it
Ooh.
with salt and pepper. That's it, and grill it over the wood fire and present it with like a herb salsa. And so, I mean, you get the whole thing. Like all parts of the fish. It changes. It's not easy to eat, but it's delicious and it's worth it.
Okay.
It will not just taste the same as filleted, so.
Oh,
It's
right,
like
yeah.
totally
Well, and the
different
whole
fish.
presentation
Yeah,
wouldn't be
it's dramatic.
Yeah. Well, wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so very much. I think what we'll do is let's just, the last thing here, you have a special event room. How many does this room hold?
I'd say 18 comfortably. Sometimes we fit 20, but it's a tight squeeze. But
Oh,
it still
wow.
works.
This is beautiful. Okay. Oh, and then we have these beautiful lights.
And we have a screen, so we use it a lot for conferences.
Oh, and a screen, okay.
Business dinners, and so far it's worked very well. So
Okay.
yeah,
Wonderful.
we're happy with that.